I have come to a realization I never noticed before. Something within me has awakened. Something quiet, sacred, and yet undeniable. It's as if my heart suddenly opened its eyes and saw what my mind had been too blind to see. The way I once saw you has completely changed. The image I once held of you, the story I told myself about who you were, it has been shattered, but not in a painful way, in the most beautiful, divine, breathtaking way possible. It feels like your hidden truth has finally been uncovered, like a veil has lifted, and everything makes sense now. For so long, I saw you through the lens of my expectations. I thought I knew you. I thought I understood your silence, your distance, your warmth, your words. But what I didn't realize was that I was only seeing fragments of you, reflections in a broken mirror. Now, something greater has opened my eyes. It feels like divine revelation, not from logic or reason, but from the whispers of something higher. I've realized something much deeper about who you are. You're not who I thought you were. You're more, much more. The image I had built in my mind couldn't contain the truth of your soul. And it's almost poetic how the illusion had to break before the truth could emerge. This realization didn't come from what you said. It didn't come from what you did. It came from what I felt deep in the unseen places of my being. It was like a quiet moment of divine intervention. One day, without warning, I just knew. It was as though the universe itself whispered something into my spirit, a truth I could no longer ignore. That you are not just someone passing through my life. You are someone who was written into my destiny long before I even knew your name. There was a time I misunderstood you. I thought your silence meant you didn't care. I thought your distance meant you were gone. I thought your hesitation meant you were unsure. But now, I see it differently. Your silence was sacred. Your distance was protection. Your hesitation was fear, not of me, but of the depth of what you felt. I judged you too quickly, and perhaps I judged myself too harshly too, because now I realize you weren't cold. You were cautious. You weren't avoiding me. You were protecting something precious. You weren't lost. You were being guided. And I was being prepared to see the truth. Then came the moment I can't explain. The one where everything changed. It wasn't a loud revelation. It was quiet, still, like a candle flame in the dark suddenly growing bright. I realized you are not here by accident. You are not some random encounter. You are part of something greater, something my soul had been calling in for lifetimes. And as that truth sank in, everything I once questioned began to make sense. The signs, the dreams, the synchronicities, they were never coincidences. They were confirmations. Whispers from a higher realm saying, pay attention. This connection is sacred. Looking back, I can see how long the universe was trying to get my attention. Every time I tried to walk away, your name appeared in songs, in messages, in dreams, in numbers like 1111 and 333 that followed me everywhere. Every time I doubted, a sign appeared. Every time I tried to forget, the universe reminded me, you can't. This is part of you. For so long, I resisted these signs because I was afraid. Afraid of believing in something that couldn't be explained. Afraid of trusting something invisible. But now, I understand that the invisible is often the most real thing of all. The old image I had of you has been shattered, but only so that I could see you more clearly. Now, I see you not through the eyes of ego, but through the eyes of spirit. Not through the lens of fear, but through the lens of truth. I used to think I loved you because of who you were, but now I realize I love you because of who I become in your presence. You awaken the parts of me I had forgotten. You mirror my light and my shadow. You challenge my comfort and heal my fear. You are both my reflection and my revelation. This realization didn't come from the world around me. It came from within me. It feels as if a higher power reached into my soul and turned on the light. I finally see you as you truly are, not as my mind imagined, but as my spirit always knew. This clarity isn't something I sought, it's something that found me. It feels like heaven whispered the truth directly into my heart. Now I know. You were always meant to be part of my life journey. Even when I didn't see it, destiny was already at work. For a long time, I doubted this connection. I questioned the timing, the distance, the silence. I wondered if it was just my imagination, if I was chasing shadows of something unreal. But the truth is, I can't deny what my soul knows. Every time I tried to let go, something inside pulled me back. Every time I tried to move on, your energy appeared in ways I couldn't explain. Every time I thought I was done, life found a way to bring me right back to you. Now I know why. Because this connection isn't random. It's written in divine ink, permanent, eternal, beyond the limits of understanding. You were not just someone who came into my life to teach me a lesson. You are someone who came to remind me of something sacred. You've reminded me what real connection feels like, the kind that doesn't fade when times get hard, the kind that survives silence, distance, and doubt. You've reminded me that love isn't always gentle. Sometimes it breaks us to rebuild us. It reveals what we need to see, not what we want to see. And through it all, I've discovered something profound. Love isn't about possession, it's about recognition. When souls recognize each other, nothing can unsee that truth. Sometimes at night, when the world is quiet, I feel the universe speaking. It doesn't use words, it uses energy, intuition, and knowing. And in those moments, I feel your energy around me, not as a memory, but as a presence, not as a dream, but as a truth. It tells me this is not over. This is sacred. This is part of the divine design. And for the first time, I don't resist that message. I accept it with peace because I now understand that everything, every distance, every silence, every heartbreak was never a punishment. It was preparation. The universe had to break me open so I could love from my soul, not my wounds. And maybe it had to break you too, so you could love with truth, not fear. Now that I see it clearly, I can feel that something is shifting. A new chapter is being written, one that feels aligned, guided, inevitable. This realization isn't just about you, it's about me too. It's about who I am becoming because of this divine connection. I have learned patience. I have learned faith. I have learned surrender. And most of all, I have learned to trust divine timing. Timing, such a mysterious thing. We often curse it when it doesn't go our way, but later, we realize it was perfect all along. I now see that every delay, every detour, every unanswered prayer was protection. It was grace in disguise. Because if we had met before I was ready to see the truth, I might have missed it. I might have missed you. Now, I am ready to understand, to accept, and to honor the truth that was always there. I used to think love was something that happened between two people. Now I realize true love is something that happens within the soul. It's a remembering, a recognition, a calling home. You don't just meet the person, you meet a reflection of your own divinity through them. You meet the mirror that shows you what love is supposed to be, not a cage, but a key, not an attachment, but an awakening. You are that mirror for me. Even when I tried to move on, I felt something invisible tying me back to you. It's not control. It's not obsession. It's connection, pure, eternal, soul deep. It's like there's a thread running through the fabric of time, connecting your heart to mine. No matter where I go, that thread gently tugs me back to the truth. And the truth is this: I can't unsee you. I can't unknow what I now know. I can't unfeel what my soul has remembered. Now I see clearly. This realization isn't a coincidence. It's a divine revelation. The universe has shown me that what's real can't be taken away, that what's meant for me will find me, no matter the time, the distance, or the circumstances. You are not just a person. You are a chapter of my soul's growth. You are a lesson, a blessing, and a mirror all in one. Through you, I have come face to face with my own truth, the truth that love is not found, it is remembered. And now, I find peace, not in having all the answers, but in finally trusting the process. I no longer feel the urge to chase, to question, to prove, because I know what is real doesn't need to be forced. If something is divinely aligned, it will unfold in its own time. And if something is meant to return, it will, effortlessly, beautifully, inevitably. So now, I let go, not in despair, but in faith, because the same universe that revealed this truth to me will guide what happens next. I have come to a realization I never noticed before. The way I once saw you has completely changed. The doubts have vanished, the confusion has cleared, and the fear has dissolved. You are not just someone who passed through my life. You are someone my soul has always known. Someone I was destined to meet, not for comfort, but for awakening. You are the reminder that divine connections are not about possession. They are about evolution. Through you, I've learned that real love doesn't demand. It understands. It doesn't rush. It trusts. And above all, it transforms. Now, when I think of you, I don't feel pain. I feel gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons, for the clarity, for the awakening. Because of you, I now walk in truth. Because of you, I now trust the divine. Because of you, I now understand what love truly is. Not something to hold, but something to become. You are not just a part of my story. You are the mirror that revealed who I am. And for that, I will always thank you. So here I am, standing in this quiet revelation, a heart open, a soul awakened, a spirit at peace. I know now that this was never about chance. It was destiny. It was purpose. It was divine alignment. I finally see it, the full picture, the hidden pattern, the sacred reason behind it all. You were always meant to cross my path. You were always meant to awaken me to this truth. And now, I can finally see you in the light that was always meant to be seen. To the one hearing this message, if this resonates in your spirit, it's not by accident. This is your confirmation, too. The truth you've been seeking has been revealed for a reason. You were meant to hear these words. Type 1.